This conference will now be recorded.
Fine. Whatever we have learned from last 3 days, let us understand, let us recap. You need to remember always, even though you are going to work in software company. That software company is called Microsoft Partner Companies. But if you want to understand ERP, you need to imagine like you are running a business, any kind of business. Like suppose you are purchasing laptops and selling laptops, you are purchasing furniture, you are selling furniture, anything. Okay, that is client. Okay, for this client, what we will do, we will purchase the material from other organizations. These organizations are called suppliers or vendors, and we are selling material to other companies. These companies are called customers. Actually, all are companies only, but these companies, software companies, are called Microsoft partner companies or software companies, and this is called client organization. These companies are called vendors or suppliers, and these are customers. Okay, so you are purchasing material from the vendors and you are selling material to the customers. You are purchasing material from the vendor and you are selling material to the customer. So to maintain these things, we need to understand item. So yesterday I have discussed with you. First thing is like item master. So if you want to create an item master, we need to have storage dimension group, tracking dimension group, product dimension group, item group, item model group, purchase unit, inventory unit, sales unit. These 8 fields are mandatory fields. It is required, and for understanding purpose, purchase price, cost price, sales price, and category you need to understand. Some more fields also, there are so many fields in item master, but these are the mandatory fields. You need to understand minimum mandatory requirement. Okay, what is this storage dimension group means? Site, warehouse, location, license plate, inventory status. In the earlier version, in previous version AX 2012, you will find pallet also. That pallet ID was deprecated. So pallet and license plate both are same, but functionality is little bit different. So pallet functionality is actually available in AX 2009 oldest version and 2012 also. I mean to say previous to two versions, it is available, the pallet functionality that was deprecated and it was introduced license plate. Okay, functionality changed, but the same, whatever the purpose of the functionality is same. So license plate is more flexible. That is the reason it was made like license plate as a new functionality. And tracking dimension group means batch number, serial number, owner. Product dimension group means color, size, style, configuration. For any transaction, these all are not mandatory, but minimum mandatory is site and warehouse. You need to map site. Under site, there may be multiple warehouses. Under the warehouses, there are locations. Under the locations, license plates. Simply, license plate or pallet ID, what it is means, you need to imagine like pallets means this one. This wooden plates is called license plate or pallet. Okay, fine. This is all about till now we have learned. Okay, let me show you once again little bit more insights about this process. So the first process is purchase order process. Purchase order process. Okay, purchase order process means the simplest way: purchase order creation, purchase order confirmation, product receipt, and then invoice received from the vendor. This is purchase order process, simplest purchase order process. I will show you in the system, and we have created one item master. So if you go to product information management, product information management, products, released products. I'm sorry. So whoever is not attended the session, you can go through video recording session. Okay. Like you can understand easily. If you have any doubts, you can approach me once again. No problem. So yesterday we have created item 10001 plastic chairs. If you select here and click on blue letters, then it will be opened. This is called grid view. This is called grid view. And if you click on open, then it is a edit view. Okay, the form is opened. So here these are tabs. There are so many tabs are there. You will understand all these things one by one slowly. These are so many tabs. Okay, and inside these are also called fast tabs. These are fast tabs. General fast tab, purchase fast tab, promote fast tab, deliver fast tab, sell fast tab. Like this it will be there. Okay, these are fast tabs. So because if you are speaking with the opposite person, go to purchase means here also purchase there, here also purchase there. If you are speaking about this one, it is purchase tab. If you are speaking about this one, this is purchase fast tab. Okay, this is technical terms. Fine. We need to go to manage inventory tab. Manage inventory tab. View area page. View area page. Click on hand inventory button. Click on hand inventory button. Now yesterday we have created for part like purchase order we have created 127. Let me show you the transactions. For this, if you go to transactions, you can see the transactions whatever it was created. So purchase order 207 it was created. Let me go to the purchase order 207. So you can right click here, you can right click and take the duplicate tab. Then automatically new form will be opened. Parallelly, the same it will be opened. Okay, so I'm going to this purchase order number. The purchase order number is 207. Let me go to this purchase order 207. So procurement and sourcing module, collapse all, purchase orders, all purchase orders. So first 1 week it will be a little bit boring for some people. For some people it is new because I need to cover both whoever is attended till now, whoever is not attended first day today also. So a little bit like here and there, please bear with me. Okay, for 1 week. Fine. So purchase order 207. So I'm going to this, select this purchase like this line this, then click on this one. Okay, 207. So yesterday for some items we have received. Suppose if you go to receive tab, we did like journals, product receipt means we have received 40 quantity. 40 quantity received and remaining ordered quantity is showing 60. If you look at this one, total purchase order quantity 100. Total purchase order quantity 100. But what we did in the like yesterday, if you go to receive tab, click on product receipt. Click on product receipt. And if you go to lines, it will show you only 40 quantity received. 40 quantity received. Okay. Now that 40 quantity received quantity, I would like to do invoice. Then I can go to invoice tab, generate area page, invoice button. So it is opening the form. Once it is opened, you can enter the invoice number here. Look at this one, it is showing 100 quantity. If you select ordered quantity, it is coming 100. I am selecting product receipt quantity. Means earlier we have already received that quantity. I am selecting, click OK. Because already product received for only 40, that it will show you 40. Look at this one, it will be changed. The previous action is product received, so that quantity it will come automatically. So because whatever the quantity we have received from the vendor, for that quantity we have received invoice copy, then we are doing invoicing. Okay, now the business people, what they will do, they will click on totals and they will verify what is the amount. So the material cost is 2000, 40 quantity multiply with $50, each quantity $50. So 40 multiplied 50, it is 2000. If it is any discounts, it will show discounts. If it is any charges and taxes, it will be. So how to enter charges, how to enter taxes, I will discuss with you later. In coming sessions, you are going to learn. So the total amount you will validate. The vendor invoice received from the vendor, the invoice physical copy, and this amount is perfectly tallied or not will be validated by business people. If it is any deviations are there, how to handle the deviations is this one, update match status. It is passed at this point, there is no change. If in case the invoice copy whatever I have received and whatever I am updating here, if these differences are there, how much percentage differences can be allowed and everything can be mapped in the matching policies. One of the topic you need to learn, matching policies. You will learn in future. Okay, so now there is no change, as it is whatever it is promised at the time of purchase order and invoice also we have received the same. There is no change, and only for 40 quantity. 40 multiplied with 50, it is 2000. Okay, now status is passed, then I can post. So invoice number, yes please.
So
yes, please.
What about that 60 quantity?
So still, yeah, still we need to receive. I will show you that one. Okay.
Sure.
So if I am entering, see, look at this one, VI60 I have entered, already exists. Earlier, if it is already entered, the same number if you are entering, it will throw error message. It will not allow you to do it. The reason behind, the system will understand, like you have received this physical copy, whatever it is there, physical copy. That copy, if you receive multiple times, can you do posting of this 2 times? Suppose vendor has dispatched the same invoice copy 2 times. Can we create 2 purchase orders and can we do 2 times? Can we do payments? No, am I right?
No.
So that is the reason it will not allow you duplicate invoice number. Okay, that is also set up. We'll discuss this one. Fine, I'm selecting here. Okay, the invoice date is not mandatory. It's not a mandatory, but it is a best practice. Invoice number is must, you need to enter. Invoice date is not mandatory, but as a best practice, we need to enter invoice date. So I will discuss with you due date and invoice date after some time. Most probably tomorrow or day after tomorrow, you are going to learn. Next session, terms of payment. Sorry, that is in a finance topic. Sorry. So invoice date means the vendor generated date. Because this invoice copy you have received from the vendor, then this invoice may be generated by vendor yesterday or day before yesterday or today. That date you will enter. Okay, due date calculation is based on the terms of payment. It will be calculated. That is a topic from finance. Okay, posting date means today we are posting. This is our transaction date. This is vendor generated date, and this is due date is based on the terms of payment. It will be calculated. Okay, fine. It is done. Now I'm posting. Invoice is generating. So as of now, we learned, like at the time of product receipt, on-hand inventory will be increased. On-hand inventory updated. At the time of invoice, financial postings will be updated. Till now you have learned this one. Okay, now, so here partial receipts we did it, partial receipt. Now some are product received, some are invoiced. Now suppose after some time we have received 15 more we have received materials. Then I'm going to, this may happen not in the same day, or maybe in the same day, or maybe next day, or day like a day after tomorrow, any day. Okay, receive tab, one more 15 quantity I have received from the vendor. So let me cancel this one. So as I told you yesterday, if I received 15, I can enter receive now quantity 15 here. I can enter receive now quantity 15 here. Otherwise, I can do product receipt directly. Click on product receipt. Yesterday we saw this one, receive now. Am I right? Now I am entering product receipt number. It is yesterday I have entered, so it will not allow. Let me enter another number. Fine. Now date. If you enter D or T, it will automatically update. Okay. Now I'm not receiving all ordered quantity 60, remaining 60. I'm going to receive only 15. So I can modify directly here 15 quantity. I can update 15 quantity. So I'm updating now for 15 quantity. Look at this one. If you enter receive now quantity, it will be selected receive now. But receive now we have not entered. Only we have selected order quantity only. But we are modifying Because we have received only 15 quantity, I'm updating 15 quantity. Click OK. Fine. Now some quantity received, some quantity invoice, some quantity. What I have, like how to see, like how many received means, you can go to receive tab, journals area page, product receipt, and if you go to lines, the first yesterday we did it yesterday. If you go to lines, it is total out of 100 quantity we have received 40. Next, today we have received out of remaining 60 quantity we have received 15. How can I remember all these things? Total how many received I want to see. So from suppose it is 5 or 10 product receipts is updated. If I want to see the total how it is received, how many it is received means, it is very hectic job, one by one verifying. So there is a simplest way you can see all these things. General tab, related information, line quantity. So total quantity 100, in this out of 100 quantity I have received for invoiced 40, means invoice copy received for 40. Still I need to receive invoice for 15 quantity, and total received quantity is 40 plus 15, 55. Delivery reminder means vendor has to dispatch to me 45, that is order status. Now if you go to on hand inventory, click on transactions, it will show you 3 lines for the same purchase order. Look at this one. Only one purchase order we have created, but the same number. Look at this one, 207. In this 45 is status is ordered status, and for 40 quantity I have received invoice, then it is purchased, and 15 quantity received. For invoiced status, if you scroll right side, you will understand cost amount also updated. So the cost amount is updated because that is invoiced, and 15 is only received status, and remaining 45 is an ordered status. Got it? Any confusion here? From last 3 days you are learning, as to like 3 days before you don't know about all these things. Now I am increasing your knowledge slowly. Any confusion to anyone?
Sir, can you show the related information one more time? Sir?
Okay.
The path, navigation path, how we have done it.
So if you go to the purchase order, general tab, usually we are looking at these three only: purchase tab and receive tab and invoice tab only. We will work a lot, but we will not touch this one. Go to general tab, related information, line quantity. In this, it will show you the complete picture for this purchase order. Total quantity 100. Out of this one, 40 invoiced. Invoice reminder means for 15 quantity I need to receive invoice from the vendor. Total received 55. Still I need to receive 45. Whatever I need to receive, that was it is ordered quantity. Because in real time scenario, the material whatever I have given order, it may not be received at a time for all quantity for all lines. So there will be several times I will receive material, several times I will receive invoice copy. So it will not be in one single day. It may be in consecutive days. Understood? Any confusion to anyone? Okay, you need to start practicing. Okay, please approach me if you don't have environment with you. At least I can give you temporary environment for time being. Meanwhile, if you are getting in, like, you need to get it installed in your system. Okay, so if it is taking some time, let me know. At least I can give you temporary link. Okay, from Microsoft. Fine. So now we understood, like, at the time of product receipt, on hand inventory is increasing, and at the time of invoice, financial postings will be updated. Now for 15 quantity also I have received invoice copy. For 15 quantity also I have received invoice copy from the vendor. Now go to invoice tab, generate area page, click on invoice button. Enter invoice number. So this number is actually like vendor invoice number. While practicing, we are entering dummy number, but this is most important. Okay, date. So as I told you, if you select product receipt quantity, automatically it is 15 coming because we have received 15. Now, if you, at this point, if you are trying to post, it will throw error message. The reason behind mass status you have not processed. If you are doing invoice, it will throw error message. 1 second. It should not be, but why it was posted, I don't know. Because mass status, invoice mass status should be executed. There is a small kind of bug. Okay, fine. Now it was posted. Actually, it should not be because update mass status should be performed. Okay, so three-way matching is not enabled. Okay, got it. Let me show you what is where it is the setup it is available. Give me a second. I will show you, but I will explain you this topic later on. Matching policies. So if you go to accounts payable parameters, this is finance and T&L together topic, which you are going to learn maybe after 1 month. Three-way matching policies. So in parameters, the policy setups will be there. Here, invoice validation. Like here, it is setups. Okay. So the validations. We'll discuss this one later. Now for 15 quantity also we have received invoice. Now, if you go to general tab and related information, line quantity. Now out of 100, 55 quantity received and invoiced. Next 45 need to be received from the vendor. It is delivery reminder. Now let me close. As I told you, at the time of product receipt, on-hand inventory is increasing. Now what I'm doing, I have received invoice copy directly. Product receipt come invoice. Generate area page. Click on invoice. Otherwise, let me show you one more small. Give me a minute. So I'm canceling this one. So I'm entering here receive now. I'm entering receive now quantity. Suppose 22 quantity. Okay, I'm clicking on here pending invoice. I have entered receive now. So whoever is joined for today, it will be little bit confusion, but whoever is joined from last 2-3 days, it will be easy for them. Okay, please, you can go through my video recording sessions, you can understand easily, step by step. Now, see here, product receipt quantity, if I select, it is showing 0. The reason behind, we have not received already for 55 quantity, we have received, but we have invoiced. Now I am selecting here in this receive now quantity, I am selecting receive now quantity, click OK. Okay, it is not coming. Let me delete this one because this at the time of creation of this item, it is not there. Give me a second. So I'm refreshing the screen. I'm refreshing here. Pending invoices will be disappeared. Let me remove this one. It will be disappeared because it is created earlier. Now I'm generating invoice. So I have entered receive now quantity 22, and I have not done product receipt. I have not done product receipt. And look at this one, on hand inventory, it will update 55 quantity here and 45 it is pending, we need to receive. Ordered in total, that is purchase order status, it is 45 and 55 it was received. Now what I'm doing, I have not done product receipt. Now I'm selecting here receive now quantity. So earlier we have selected product receipt quantity. Now I'm selecting receive now quantity. Click OK. So now it is coming 22. I have not done product receipt. I have not done product receipt. I'm doing directly invoice. I'm doing directly invoice. Okay, let me enter vendor invoice number. Something, date. Okay, update mass status. It should be passed. Okay, now totals will be validated by business people. Totals will be validated by business people. Fine, it is 22 multiplied with 50. It is 1100, 1100. Now I'm clicking on post button. I'm clicking on post button. Now I am skipping product receipt. I'm doing invoice. Yes, I can do. That is product receipt come invoice. So it was updated. Now if you verify on hand inventory, if you refresh, then it will become 2277. It will become 2077 because 55 plus 22. So now if you go to purchase order, general tab, related information, line quantity. Okay, it will show you invoiced quantity 77, received quantity. So here my intention is at the time of product receipt, on hand inventory will be increased, or at the time of invoice, on hand inventory increased, whichever is earlier. Whichever is earlier, either at the time of product receipt or at the time of invoice, on hand inventory will be increased. So from last 3 days, I told you like on-hand inventory will be increased at the time of product receipt only. Now I'm telling you, at the time of invoice may be increased, at the time of product receipt also. So either one of the situations, on-hand inventory will be increased. Understood? Any confusion here? Is it clear to everyone? At the time of product receipt, yes, please.
So Satya, it means that if there is any business requirement that we need the short step, so we directly offer them to go to the invoice receipt, correct?
Yes. So for this one, there is some setups in item model group. In item model group, as yesterday I have discussed, am I right? If you go remember.
Yeah.
So in the item model group, we have some setups. Then if you want, this is mandatory. Yes, we can enable checkboxes.
Okay.
So that business users should do product receipt, then only do invoice. That's what my business requires. Okay. Otherwise, if you make it optional, you can make it optional. Fine. Those setups I will discuss with you later. That is the reason I told you item model group. I need to explain you more than 1 hour, 1.5 hours. So there are so many setups. First, I need to explain you functionality. Then that functionality effect, where it is available, where we can do the setups and configurations. You will understand after 1 month. All those things one by one.
Okay.
Okay. Any more questions, please? Anyone? Okay, fine. Let me show you in the same manner sales order process. Okay, let me show you sales order process. Sales and marketing. Sales and marketing. Sales orders. All sales orders. So you can observe parallelly what is going on in transactions also you can observe. There are 3 purchase orders invoiced and 1 purchase order open. Total the same purchase order was split into 4. 3 invoices we have received. Invoices, 1 is ordered. So it will show you clearly. So if you do product receipt, then cost amount will not be updated. At the time of invoice, then only cost amount will be updated, the total cost amount. Okay, remaining 23, it is ordered still. Now I'm creating a sales order. So if you go back once again, now on order it is showing blank. On order it is showing blank. So now I'm creating a sales order. Click on new button. So selecting the customer, any customer is fine. Selecting site and warehouse, as I told you, site and warehouse is mandatory for any transaction. So I'm selecting site and warehouse. Suppose I'm selecting the same item 10001 which we have created. For your practicing purpose, select 1000. Okay, if you are practicing. Take the example, customer has given an order for 35 quantity something. Customer has given an order for 35 quantity. Okay, so if you verify on hand inventory, if you refresh, it will show you on order quantity 35. On order quantity 35. Okay, next. I'm doing packing slip. Pick and pack tab, generate area page, post packing slip. Now I'm dispatching, suppose, only 4 quantity. First customer asked me 35 washing machines, but he is asking me dispatch only 4 quantity now because he don't have space. So I have entered 4 now. 4 washing machines. Take the example 4 much. So deliver now. In purchase order, receive now. In the sales order, it is deliver now. I have entered, and post packing slip. So the sales order process is sales order creation. Confirmation is not mandatory. This is like SO purchase order confirmation like that. Here purchase order confirmation is mandatory, but sales order confirmation is not mandatory. And doing packing slip. Packing slip means delivery of the item or dispatch the items, dispatching. So this is also called DC, delivery challan, or DO, delivery order, or delivery note, or issue, maybe any word. Okay, then invoice to the invoice generation and submit to the customer and hand over to the customer. You need to submit. Okay, so now here if you select all, if you click on downside, it will show you all 35 quantity, but I'm not going to dispatch all 35. I'm going to dispatch only 4. Then I can select here deliver now. I can select deliver now. Okay, scroll down, it will show you 4 quantity and click OK. So always it will ask you like you are about to post the document without printing. Means in real-time scenario, you need to have a printer connection, it should be printed. You need to have a printer connection, it should be printed. Okay, click OK. So because without printing, in real-time scenario, it should be printed. That is the reason it will warn you always. So I'm clicking on OK. I'm not printing this one at this point. Okay, now if you go to on hand inventory, if I refresh, what happened? This 4 quantity dispatched, so it will decrease from here. 77 is available in my warehouse. Now what I did, I have dispatched 4 quantity. I mean to say packing slip means I have dispatched 4 quantity. So that 4 quantity will be decreased from here, and it will decrease from here also. Look at this one, refresh. It was 73 and 31. And if you click on transactions, look at this one, sales order number 285, 31 is order status and deducted status 4. Because I have dispatched 4 quantity, it is deducted. Okay, and here the amount is not updated, cost amount. But if you do invoice. Let me do invoice now. I'm doing invoice tab, generate area page, invoice button. Okay, now if you select all, it will show you 35. It will show you 35, but don't select 35 because we have dispatched only 4 quantity. Then I'm selecting packing slip quantity. If you select packing slip quantity, it will come automatically only 4. It will show you only 4 quantity. Look at this one. Click OK. Now once again it will warn me like you are taking printout. Without printing you are proceeding, no problem. But in real time scenario you need to have a printer connection. It should be printed. This invoice 3 copies will be generated in general. 1 copy for our internal filing purpose, 1 copy to the along with the dispatch material like a truck, whatever it is there. For that we need to give 1 copy we need to hand over to the customer. So 2 copies may be given to the truck driver and 1 copy he will give it to customer, 1 copy with him. So always 3 copies will be there in real time scenario. Now invoiced. Now if you verify inventory transactions, then it is status will be deducted to sold or something. Look at this one. It was sold and it was updated with 200. 4 quantity 200, cost price only. This is the cost amount, not sales price. Actually the sales price is, we have sold at the rate of 80. At the rate of 80, 4 multiplied with 80 means 320. If you go to invoice, journals, invoice button, so voucher, if you see the voucher, it is 320. The sales amount is 320. The sales amount is 320. But cost price is 200 only. Sales amount is 320, cost price is 200. That is for anyhow, this voucher will be validated by finance consultants. It is not for you, but you need to remember here inventory transactions, the cost amount will be updated with minus. So the on-hand inventory is decreasing. On-hand inventory is decreasing at the time of packing slip. At the time of packing slip, it is decreasing. Am I right? Any confusion here? Sometimes I can directly generate invoice for the quantity rather than dispatching packing slip and invoice. Means packing slip come invoice. I can generate invoice copy directly without packing slip also. Without packing slip also I can do generate invoice. So let me show you that one. So I'm showing you too many scenarios at a time. So it is not a complex, simply you can understand. There is a lot of subject between purchase order process, sales order process, a lot. Still you need to learn a lot. Okay. So now I'm doing, actually like I will enter next time, vendor is asking, please send me 6 quantity. Please send me 6 quantity. So now I'm entering deliver now quantity 6. Deliver now quantity 6. I have entered. Now I'm doing invoice directly, generate area page, invoice button. I have not done packing slip. I have not updated packing slip. I can do invoice directly. So this 6 quantity I'm going to dispatch. and invoice together. So I can select, if it is packing slip, it is showing escalation mark because packing slip quantity is not exist. Already whatever packing slip 4 is there, it was invoiced. So if you are trying to do, it will throw error message. It is clearly showing escalation mark and it is nothing here. And if you are trying to post, it will throw you error message. Look at this one, error message. If I'm clicking OK, it will show you no lines. Look at the error message. It is trying to post, but it will throw error message. Red circle, like red ribbon, it is coming. If you go to like message details, no lines, posting for quantity 0. This is perfect because packing slip already executed. For that you need to do invoice, but invoice, while doing generating of invoice, earlier packing slip is not executed, then it will not. Now let me do generate button, generate area page, invoice button. Now I'm selecting deliver now quantity. I'm selecting deliver now quantity, this quantity. Look at this one. So I can select from packing slip to deliver now. Okay, now if you scroll down, give me a second, it is loading. Now scroll down, it will show you 6 quantity 480. So I'm doing invoice without packing slip. Click OK. Click OK. This is also once again the setups. If you want packing slip should be generated by business people, then some setups are there in item model group. So here what I'm doing, I'm skipping back. Now look at this one, on hand inventory, it will decrease another 6 quantity. Okay, here also it will be decreased, it will become 25 and it will become 67. Look at this one. Okay, now if you go to here, if you go to pick and pack tab, journals, packing slip, it will show you only one packing slip for 4 quantity. Only one packing slip, 4 quantity delivered. But whereas invoiced, if you go to invoice, if you go to invoice tab and journals, invoices, it will show you 2 invoices. One is 4 quantity, one is 6 quantity. So the first line is 4 quantity. Okay, if you want to see that line details, you can click on invoice number. So it will show you 4 quantity. And close this one. And second invoice, if you click on this one, it will show you remaining 6 quantity. Understood? Now all together I want to see how many dispatched, how many invoiced, and all those things I would like to see. Same like in like here in the purchase order, like that, same here, general tab, related information, line quantity. Okay, it will show you 35 and 10 invoiced, 10 delivered. So 10 delivered, 10 invoiced, remaining 25. Okay, any doubt in this? Anyone has any questions? If anyone, any questions, please let me know.
Yeah, Satya, hi.
Yeah, that's good.
So actually we are going to the overview of all purchase orders and sales orders, right? So
Yeah.
regarding the steps and the parameters after when we can expect all these things.
So because those setups you will understand after 1 month. Like
Okay.
see, only related to this product receipt and invoice, like mandatory and optional, those things you are going to learn after 1 month. But the remaining process you can do it now.
Okay.
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 Fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Because item model group we need to discuss a lot. Fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Any more questions, please? Anyone? So any topic in one shot, I cannot finish it because there will be interlinked between different topics versus these topics. So slowly you will understand, because I have total 10 years of experience in teaching. From last 10 years, I'm in teaching. Okay, the same. I'm conducting batches in the mornings. So sometimes it is online, sometimes it is offline, sometimes through institutes. I'm providing training from last 10 years. Okay, so I'm working employee. I'm not only trainer. I'm working employee. I think majority people know about me. Okay, so morning 6 to 7 and 7 to 8, my private time I'm utilizing for this trainings. Okay, fine. Any more quick questions, please? Fine. If nothing, then we can wind up the session for today. We'll connect once again tomorrow morning, same time. Okay. So one more thing. Monday, once again, the meeting ID will be changed. So Monday will be given in the published in the group only, in the WhatsApp group, whatever it is there. In that group only, it will be published. Okay. And if it is anyone is not paid fee, please pay at the earliest. Okay. Fine. See you all. Bye bye.
Sure. Thank you.
You're welcome.